Okay, that's enough of that. Welcome back to Justin's Joint. It's been, oh, I don't know, it's been a couple days since I last graced these here tubes of you with my mug. My ugly mug. This ugly mug. Anyhow, all kidding aside, it's been a busy week and it's Friday night, and now, as I'm sitting here still frickin' just sitting at my computer working some more, I decided it was time to do this. I've made you guys wait plenty long enough. And, you know, I managed to make my way back down to the tobacco store today and found some more awesome goodness. So I'm about to have a bowl of something which I have not decided yet. Let me show you what I got. First things first, it's something that I already have, but they had it in the store, so I picked it up. I'm actually surprised I had this because it is sold out everywhere. Bob's Chocolate Flake. I mean, I cannot honestly believe. I can't believe they had this in there. I can't believe they had it. The next thing I picked up, and this is what I smoked at lunchtime today, is some Balkan Mixture by Gawith Hogarth. Now, this is really good too. I was a little bit hurried as I was sitting there at my lunch on lunch break. I'm getting emails and phone calls about various work-related items, so I was not very relaxed and not very in the right mind to smoke a pipe, I should say. So this, I really liked it, but I was not in the right state of mind to really enjoy a pipe. Next. No, actually, no. Before we go next, let me just pop this guy open. I opened this one, like I said. This is the Balkan Mixture. I opened this one up already. And let me just give you a look here. Yeah. Alright, let me see if I can get this up to the camera without spilling it in such a manner that does it justice. You can see all that goodness in there. I don't know what it's got. There's really no tin description, and I wasn't planning on buying any Balkan Mixture today, so hey, call it what you will. The Bob's Chocolate Flake, I'm not going to open that right now because I've got some more in a jar back there, so I'm just going to throw this tin on the shelf. Next, tobacco. And I'm actually pretty excited about this one. This one is Rat Rays Marlin Flake. Now this, it says it's a dark flake composed of dark Virginia, black Cavendish, and a hint of Perique. So that sounds pretty cool. I did crack the tin. Now this tin, holy crap, man, this tin was sealed tight. Like, I really had to crank down on that sucker to get that open. I mean, we're talking cranking down. Okay, but I have not opened the actual... Whoa, if I could get this without... There we go. I have not opened the actual tobacco to look at it yet. But I can tell you... It smells... It's... Oh yeah. I'm gonna like this very much. So let me just peel this sticker. There we go. So here we go. We're opening it up to find the flakes that are inside of the tin. Let me get this guy opened up and we will show you. Oh yeah. My camera not doing this justice. These are beautiful flakes. They smell really sweet. I mean, you get that grassy smell. because of the Virginia. But there's also something else in there. I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on it. Let me see. Look at that. Look at that awesome flake. I mean, it just looks like, it almost looks like a fruit roll-up or something. Kind of smells like it too. I mean, I think if I didn't know this was tobacco and I had a blindfold on, I might try to eat it. The clock on the wall says it's 9 p.m. Back to the tobacco, though. The moisture on this actually is pretty moist. I am going to definitely have to dry this out before I smoke it. So, that being said, we're going to put that away. Close off the tin. I'm going to jar these all up once I'm done. The next tobacco that I bought is Peterson Irish Oak. And again, I've cracked the tin, but I have not opened it yet. So this is quite literally the first time I have opened and looked at this tobacco. Gotta get a little coffee going here. Even though it's 9 p.m. as the clock on the wall just clued you into. Alright, so here we go. We got the little paper thing. We're gonna pull that off. A little Justin's Joint top tip for you. Don't throw these away. If you're going to leave your tobacco in the tin and you're going to carry it around with you, this is a very important tool. Because if you don't, and you just do this and then you put the cap on, you're going to wind up with tobacco all up outside of your paper thing, and then that's just going to make for not a pleasant experience when you go to open it up. And then you got tobacco going everywhere. Keep the paper, man. Keep the paper. You're going to thank me. Keep the paper. So here's the tobacco. It's very pressed in there right now. Let me see if I can work a little bit of it loose, see what the moisture content of this is. This is a little on the moist side. I probably could smoke it, but just digging around in it with my fingers, I can feel there's a little bit of evaporation happening when I pull my fingers out. But now that I've given it a little bit of a fluff here, maybe my camera will give it a little bit of a better shake here. I still don't know if it's going to do it justice. But there you go. This is a much lighter looking blend. This is, what does this say this is? Virginia leaves from eastern Carolina, Malawi, and Brazil is mixed with dark brown Cavendish. Okay, so it's a bunch of Virginias and Cavendish. Oh, man. Smells like Virginia. Very sweet smelling. Tickling my nose. Boy, this is gonna be a hard one. This is a hard choice. I'm gonna have to think long and hard. Choices. Classically trained. Alright, so here's my decision. I'm gonna go with the Peterson Irish Oak because I've already had Bob's Chocolate Flake. I have a whole jar of it over there on the shelf. Really good stuff, but I've already had it. I did already smoke a bowl of this Balkan mixture, although honestly I wasn't able to give it a fair shake. This Rat Race stuff is super wet, and I don't want to wait because I'm an impatient bastard. Yes, I said that. I'm gonna go with the Irish Oak because it's not terribly wet right now, and it smells delicious. So, think it makes perfect sense to smoke the Peterson Irish Oak in a Peterson Arran Cider. I don't know what shape it is. I don't know anything else about it other than it says Peterson Arran. It's got this silver band on it, and it's a system pipe. It's got the fish lip or whatever they call that. The one that like burns the top of your mouth. I mean, it doesn't if you know what you're doing. But okay, so we're getting back to the task at hand. I'm just gonna grab. You can't see what I'm doing here. You can't see what I'm doing here. You're just gonna have to trust me, people. You're gonna have to trust me. I'm loading it up. See, I'm literally stuffing it in there, and I'm not using the 3-pinch method. I'm not using the Frank method. I'm using the old geezer grab it and stuff it method. Just grab it and keep on stuffing it till it seems about right. Sacrilege, I know. I think that's about right. Remember, keep the paper. That way, when you fold this down and you go shaking it around in your bag, you don't wind up with tobacco all over the inside of your tin. It makes a mess, man. Ask me how I know. No, don't ask me how I know. Alright, we got it loaded. We got it ready to go. So what I'm going to do right now, grab myself, try not to knock into the mic stand because only dorks do that. Wait a minute, I am a dork, so hey. Okay, I'm going to use a really long fancy Davidoff match from Davidoff of Geneva. Alright, here we go. I like my Jerry's matches better, but this will do in a pinch, I suppose. This mic stand is really getting in my way. It is really cramping my style right about now. Okay. The charring light is maybe out of the way. I don't know. I don't know how well that took. I'm gonna use a lighter this time. Yeah. Grab my ashtray here. Okay, well, this is what I would expect from a Virginia with Cavendish. Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Robert McConnell Mature, I think. Coffee in a pipe. All right, well, I ain't done anything cool all week. I've just been sitting here working my tail off. I don't know what to say. I got no excuses for my lack of content or my lack of creative ideas or any of that crap, because what's been going on is I've just been working. Blech. And today was one of those terrible days where a bomb gets dropped and you find out you're going to probably work all weekend. So I figure I'll work a little while and then stop and make a video, because if I'm going to work tomorrow, what's the point of working late tonight? I was going to try to smoke a brisket. I might still try to do that. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did smoke a brisket last week. Maybe... yeah, it was last week. And I've smoked a brisket a couple of times. I didn't video it because I wasn't sure what I was doing. It was only the second time I'd ever smoked a brisket. You know, I didn't want to embarrass myself by having a brisket that, you know, came out as a hockey puck or something, you know. But I got it figured out. I got it down to an art. When it comes to cooking to smoking a brisket, the key is patience. Patience. Don't plan on eating it at a scheduled time, because you might read on the internet that it says it should take X amount of hours, and then it will take X times 2 amount of hours. Both briskets that I've ever tried to smoke, the first one was pretty much a failure. I cooked it for, I think I maybe smoked it for about 6 hours, because I thought it was going to take about 5, and then 6 hours rolled around and dinner time was like right upon me, so I just turned the heat up a long way to try to, you know, hurry it along, and that was a mistake. So this time what I did is I just put it in, and I had no plans on having it for dinner or anything. Just put it in, and I let it run for about 8 hours before I finally gave up and went to bed. And I just ended up having to set an alarm every couple hours to get up and check on it in the middle of the night. And finally at 3 in the morning, 13 hours after I started it, it reached the proper internal temperature. And I will tell you this right now, it was worth the wait. It was way worth the wait. Now, you know, the first one I made, I hurried it along, so it got done. It was done, but the texture was not great. It was like rubbery, chewy. This one here, since I just let it slow cook, with a brisket, what tends to happen is it gets this like crispy coating on the outside, and it kind of insulates the meat from the heat inside the smoker, so then it just gets to about 150, 160 degrees, and it just sits there. And that's what mine did. It stalled out at about 153, and it stayed there for like 5 or 6 hours. No joke. And so I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just left the smoker alone, checked it to make sure it had chips, and that it was making smoke, and that was it. That was it. I did nothing else. And I will tell you, it was worth it. I'm going to do it again. I was going to do it again this weekend, but probably not going to get to, just based on what I got going on right now. So anyhow, now that I've let my pipe go out, oh yeah, I'm glad I picked this stuff up. Their Peterson rack at the store there, not very much left on it. And got a comment from one of y'all in my last video where I was showing you the Peterson luxury blend, saying that it was kind of going by the wayside, and I had no idea. You know, this Peterson rack has been in this store for Well, as long as I've been going there, and that's been several years. This tin does not have a date on it, but it's been there for a really long time. So, you know, who knows? That all the online retailers that I looked at were sold out, and you know they have a whole bunch of tins, a whole bunch, relatively speaking. There's really not that much left. There's maybe 1 tin of this left, and 1 tin of the luxury blend left, and yeah, that's about it on the Peterson rack. But the thing that surprised me was they had a whole bunch of Rat Race stuff that I had never seen before, and they had Gawith Hogarth. I just shocked the crap out of me. They had some Top Black Cherry that I think I should have bought, but you know, when you're buying it from the tobacco store, you're paying tobacco store prices. I mean, I dropped like 75 bucks on tobacco today, so I figure 4 blends is enough. I mean, I was going for trying to thin out my tobacco shelf, and now I've just completely blown that out of the water. Just blow it out of the water. It's not even doing that anymore, because I got in the interim, until I find a better solution, all my tobaccos are right there on that shelf, and I got 2 full rows plus I'm stacking them, and now I'll have 4 more jars over there that I gotta figure out how to stack in there. It's becoming a problem. This is becoming a problem. I've become a tobacco hoarder. I'll be on the next episode of Hoarders Tobacco Edition. So, I have no idea how long this video's gone on now. Holy crap, I've sat here and yapped my jaw for 25 freaking minutes. Okay, well, until next time in the joint, I will be seeing you guys later. In the meantime, I'm going to finish this bowl, drink this here coffee, and play this here Game Boy. What was that? That sounded like Alexa. I don't have an Alexa down here. Anyhow, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smoke this here pipe. I'm gonna drink this here coffee. And I'm gonna play this here Game Boy. We'll see you guys later.